Wait, didn't the Monopoly guy have a monocle? Wasn't it, Luke, I am your father? Why do we remember things that never actually happened? Have you ever been absolutely sure about something, only to find out you were completely wrong? Like a book you read as a kid, a movie line you could swear everyone quoted, a historical fact that felt carved in stone. But suddenly, it's not true. Not just for you, for thousands, even millions of people. That eerie feeling, that's called the Mandela Effect, and it messes with your mind. Let me show you why. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. The name? It comes from Nelson Mandela, the South African leader who inspired millions. But here's the strange part. Back in the early 2000s, a woman named Fiona Broom said she remembered Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s. Not vaguely. She remembered news coverage, mourning, the funeral. And she wasn't alone. Thousands of people said the same thing. But Mandela didn't die in the 80s. He was released, became president, and lived until 2013. So, what happened? How can so many people, unrelated from different countries, all remember the same thing that never happened? That's what sparked the Mandela Effect. And once you go down the rabbit hole, it gets weirder. The Berenstain Bears. Nope. If you grew up reading those books, you might remember them as the Berenstain Bears, with an E-I-N at the end. But that's wrong. It's always been Berenstain, with an A-I-N. People get so upset seeing the A because they remember the E so clearly, but it was never there. Mr. Monopoly's monocle never existed. You probably picture him with a little monocle over one eye. Fancy, right? But he never had one. Your brain might be mixing him up with Mr. Peanut. But still, everyone seems to remember it. Even movies reference the wrong version. Luke, I am your father, never said. In The Empire Strikes Back, Darth Vader actually says, no, I am your father. But the misquote, Luke, I am your father, became so famous it basically rewrote pop culture. The Genie movie with Sinbad doesn't exist. Millions of people remember watching a 90s movie called Shazam with comedian Sinbad playing a genie. They remember the plot, the VHS cover, even scenes from the film. But the movie was never made. It doesn't exist, not even as a deleted file. Most likely, they're mixing up Kazam, the 1996 movie where Shaq played a genie. But try telling that to someone who swears they watched Shazam. Fruit of the Loom's cornucopia? Never there. Think of their logo. You probably picture fruit sitting inside a cornucopia, the horn-shaped basket. But nope. It's just fruits. No horn. Never was. And yet so many of us remember it being there. Like, vividly. And it doesn't stop there. Mirror. Mirror on the wall. Nope. In the original Snow White, it's actually magic mirror on the wall. Looney Tunes never existed. It's always been Looney Tunes. Some people even say New Zealand used to be on the other side of Australia. C-3PO from Star Wars? One of his legs is silver. Yeah, go check. You never noticed. So what's happening here? Why do so many people remember the same wrong thing? Here's what science says. Let's start with a hard truth. Our memories are liars. We don't store perfect copies of reality. We store stories, bits and pieces. And when there's a gap, our brain fills it. That's called confabulation. And no, it's not lying. It's your brain making its best guess to complete the picture. So when you can't recall exactly how Berenstain was spelled, your brain might go, hey, Stein is common. Must be that. And you believe it, deeply. Now imagine millions of people with the same mental shortcuts. Boom. Mass false memory. And it gets worse. The misinformation effect is real. Studies show that if someone confidently tells you Darth Vader said Luke, your memory might adopt that version. Later, you'd swear that's what you heard too. Priming is another trick. If I ask, do you remember the Monopoly man's monocle? You might picture it just because I mentioned it. Our expectations shape our memories. Add pop culture, the internet, and a million memes, and your brain starts blending fiction with fact. And there's something else at play. Schemers. Our brains link similar ideas together. Rich guys? Monocles. Founding fathers? Must have been president. That's why many Americans believe Alexander Hamilton was a US president. He wasn't, but he feels like one. Our memory isn't a perfect archive. It's a messy web of connections. And every time we recall a memory, we change it just a little, like a game of telephone. That's called reconsolidation, and it means memories evolve each time you access them. We unknowingly rewrite our past over and over. One study found that 76% of people recalled details wrongly, and they were confident about them. So maybe the Mandela Effect isn't a glitch in the matrix. Maybe it's just us, humans, trying to make sense of a chaotic world with a brain built to improvise. But of course, there's a wilder theory: parallel universes. Some people say, what if those false memories are true, just in a different timeline? Maybe, somehow, two versions of reality crossed paths, and the details got scrambled. Sounds like sci-fi? That's because it is. There's zero scientific evidence for it. It's fun to imagine, but no physicist takes this seriously when it comes to collective memory errors. Occam's razor says it best. The simplest answer is usually the right one. And in this case, it's just the brain. Glorious, imperfect, human. So what do we do with all this? Honestly, we appreciate it. Because the Mandela Effect isn't just weird trivia. It's a reminder of how delicate, how creative, and how flawed our memories are. It's humbling. It tells us that being sure isn't the same as being right. That thousands of people can share the same vivid falsehood and not be crazy. It makes you wonder, what else do I remember wrong? But that's also the beauty of it. We're all experiencing the world through our own lenses, a mix of truth, emotion, and storytelling. And once in a while, those stories collide. We laugh, we argue, we stare in disbelief at an old cereal box, and we connect over it. That's kind of magical. So next time you're absolutely sure something was one way, stop. Ask yourself, was it really? Stay curious, stay humble, and maybe double-check that VHS tape before you swear you saw Sinbad in Shazam. Thank you all for watching. If this video made you rethink your own memories, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of the human mind. And now I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a Mandela effect that left you speechless? Drop it in the comments. Your story might be the next one we talk about. And as always, stay curious, stay open, and never stop questioning what you think you remember.